welcome back to TKO Fight Sports. We're going to continue with the Muay Thai K1 kickboxing theme. Powerplay 40. A couple weeks back, we are honoured to be joined by the master of the spinning heel kick himself, Prince. Welcome to TKO Fight Sports.
Thank you for that.
Powerplay 40, Joe and Demi Nader again, ultimate success. Massive shout out to Demi Nader because she owed me last time that I put Joe's name first. So Demi and Joe Nader from Powerplay. Excellent work once again. Packed house, excellent fights. Richard Norton. Do you know who Richard Norton is?
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard Norton on commentary. Didn't know who
China
it was.
O'Brien.
Didn't have a clue.
Which has movies.
He's talking to me about Jackie Chan and Chuck Norris and I didn't know who he was. It was humiliating.
He's a karate.
John O'Brien walks up and he's like, Richard Norton, my boy. And I'm like, still didn't get it. And then I Googled and I'm like, this guy's done like 175 movies, 9th degree black belt in Zendo Kai. And I'm supposed to be a combat sports analyst. So to Richard Norton, I love your form and I'm very sorry that it took so long to work out who you exactly were. So I hope to do commentary with you again in the future though. Let's start. We're going to have a few fights on Powerplay. Kimberlina Baldacchino, Stephanie Glue. I want to focus on this one purely for the young viewers out there. Kimberlina gets a decision and earned it well. Stephanie had height, reach, distance and didn't use it in that fight. Can someone explain to me that was there? What happened? Why didn't she throw the push kick and keep the jab in the face?
Well, I don't know why she wouldn't have, but I must say Stephanie Glue in the Muay Thai world is a beast. That girl is tall. I haven't ever seen her not be tested, but I've always seen her be dominant in her fights. Here she didn't do that. It was quite a shock to me because that girl can bang. Kudos
to Kimberlina though on a massive role at the moment, and I really hope Joe, Demi, or a promotion in the very near future can find her another fight because she's one of the most impressive fighters on the circuit right now. Vic, talk to us about the Prince himself.
Are we sticking with Prince?
I'm going with Prince.
Ali, Artie, we're going to stick with Prince.
Prince.
Okay, that's it.
They call me Prince, man.
Forever,
I think I'm stuck with it.
So now, Prince, I was ringside, got to watch that fight. I was really impressed. Brian Amos was a step-in replacement for a previous opponent. So give us a little bit of a rundown of the fight, if you could, please.
Well, we're supposed to fight Bradley Traynor. He fought Aaron a while back. I watched him. He's a strong guy. He's had a lot of fights. I'm trying to step it up and fight some of the better guys in the country. He pulled out. I think he injured his hip or something, So that happens. But then this Brian Amos guy jumped in. Seen a bit of footage, I said, all right, well, we've got to fight, let's go. Wasn't what I expected. He came out kicking. And
he had the reach on you. It was a little bit
tight reach, mate. This guy, first minute of the fight, he just threw probably 20 kicks. All I heard was John Wayne Parr going, break his arms. And I'm looking, I'm thinking, lucky you're John Wayne Parr, man.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah,
going, sweep the leg.
Well, I had about, a couple hundred friends there, so.
People vocal, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Now, watching you getting in close against Brian, obviously you had the reach, you had to cover that distance. Getting in close, I was really impressed to see you, not only obviously the spinning kicks made a lot of noise, getting in close with the body shots. I was actually impressed to see that. I like to see people when they get in close and utilise that closing of the distance and the body shots. You went to the body really, really well.
Yeah, I fight a bit too heavy for my height, my weight. I'm a bit too heavy, but I walk around at my fight weight. So everyone's 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". I mean, I spar Jono. He's 6'5". And that's good sparring for me because he's so big, and that's everyone I'm going to fight. So it was perfect for the role. Getting I've done a lot of boxing training through my time with my cousins, Lim and Reg Jekka, and now I'm with Jay Osmond's with us. So all my kickboxing's covered there, but I can kick. I've been kicking. I've done karate, taekwondo. I've done all the kicking sports. Had a couple of boxing fights, few amateurs, but I'm a kickboxer. So, I like to mix up. I've got good hands, good legs, and when I get in, it's like the boxing takes over. So I want to rip the body. I want to come up. Then when I got the distance, I'll try those fancy kicks because I've been doing them since I'm like 5.
You don't tried, you executed perfectly.
So
talk us through the feeling. So you said you had a huge support base there. The fight was actually very exciting in general. And all of a sudden, you whip out this spinning heel kick that caught him as flush as I've ever seen. Elaborate on how good that felt.
Well, to be honest, I throw that every round in sparring a couple of times. Doesn't matter who it is, I throw it. I usually pull it back because because if you land that inspiring, it's not nice. And they don't like you. Yeah. And then you might, when you're tired, they might jump on you. So,
If one of your training partners for a spinning heel kick and connected during sparring, I would fear for your training partner.
Oh, I'm kind of that guy that likes to throw those myself. So
See, these guys are a kinship.
I can relate to that. You know what I mean?
well, it's my gym, so
got a lot of respect.
I'll play the kickboxing.
Can I just interrupt quickly now? A little rumour. Heard a little birdie whisper a little something in my ear about a particular spinning kick outing with yourself and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Please elaborate.
Please elaborate for the boys.
Please
I
tell
would
us
love
the
this
story.
story.
Yeah.
This is great. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. The prince's mouth.
Now I'm a horse. It's another name. Write that one down too.
There we go.
Well, a couple of years back, he came out to Australia. Obviously, I wanted to kick like Van Damme and Power Rangers and 90s and all that. So when I learned to kick, he was here and I'm like, well, I've got to meet this guy. And it happened to fall my birthday. He was doing a dinner. So I went to the dinner and I was showing him some things of me and my taekwondo trainer. And he's like, oh, not bad, but hey, let me show you how to do it properly. He starts moving chairs, tables in rock pool. And I'm like, huh?
In the rock pool.
And I was wearing a suit. I thought you have to wear a suit to these occasions. And I thought I'd dress up. He starts moving the chairs and tables. And he's like, this is how you do it. He's doing this. Wow. And I'm like, fuck, all right. I put my hands like, all right, let's go. And we start throwing kicks in rock pool. I'm like,
in suit pants.
I was in a suit.
Come on, surely you've seen some Van Damme movies. That's all he does. He throws kicks in those suit pants.
Bloodsport.
Yeah.
yeah.
With these
Kick
big
food, 90
kicks.
straight minutes.
He's only a small guy. I was looking like, yeah, I'll take you.
You've actually lived out one of my childhood fantasies.
If you had said with my big kicks and my karate training, I can do the splits no problem, that would have been my childhood done right
On
there.
2 chairs, though. On 2 chairs.
Oh,
My
yeah.
big
He can
kicks.
still do it. He can still do it. He done it in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Like we were just,
As you
we
do.
it's like we were at the gym. Like we just started throwing kicks, and I was getting sweaty, and I'm like, all right, where's dessert? He's like, no, let's do this. And then he started eating off my plate. I'm like, yeah, what'd you get, Ali? Like, I got this. He's like, yeah. I'm like, what?
Wow.
That was the best night I've ever had, to be honest. Yeah.
That is awesome.
That was my birthday too, so it was even better.
Did you
Nuts.
trade numbers?
He actually
would've
called
been like-
my son that night on FaceTime. My son's like, hey, you're that guy from the movies. Mum, Dad makes me watch all your movies. He wants to watch Pokemon. I
gold.
make him watch Bloodsport and
Love
Double
it.
Impact. And
We would
We're all-
legitimately talk Jean-Claude Van Damme movies all day and that spinning heel kick, but we must unfortunately move on. Co-main event, lads, I want to get your insights and thoughts. Joe Boubier, the AK-47-ish over there. Chris Bradford again. He's our boy, of course, so congratulations and long-awaited world title victory, so we couldn't be any prouder of you. Different fight. Like the first one, the body shots, the Boubier, 47 hours notice, coming off 2 kegs basically. Everyone was expecting this bloodfest war. It was quite technical. Chris didn't really go to the body. Boubier's body kicks and his leg kicks were phenomenal. Close decision. Bradford gets the nod. What do you think? Is it a fair result?
As you can remember, we were having a little discussion prior to the show starting, and we were talking about thoughts and Chris's approach to the fight. He took the sensible approach. Previous fight, obviously, somebody must have said, okay, we've got this guy who's jumped off the plane. He's still drunk from Thailand. He just got out of prison. Blah blah blah. So Chris,
True story. True story.
Chris, you don't know about this?
No.
Okay, we'll tell you later on. So Chris
Pray
has obviously thought just go in there and just bomb away, But Joe had pretty much held him back and persisted throughout the fight. So and then Chris comes out in the second fight, which was the fight just the other week, and a lot more composed and a lot more sensible in his approach and technical, which was a good thing to see. So it was a good fight on Chris's behalf. So
Happy with the decision, John DeMacaulay?
I think it was a fair decision at the end. I think Chris Bradford done enough to win the fight, and it was a tight fight, but I think he done enough to win.
Prince?
Definitely.
I missed that fight. I was in the back fixing my hair.
He was signing
He was
autographs.
on FaceTime to Jean-Claude Van Damme. He was looking at my fight, bro.
He was signing people's heels and stuff. Like, sign my heel.
it is awesome.
That's what good research does for you. Vic Gruji, talk to us about the main event.
Mate, I'm super impressed with Aaron Goodson.
You
I'm a
I
fan.
don't use the word. You're a bit of a Muay Thai, a K1 crush, don't you?
I have,
you got a K1 crush.
yeah, I'm kind of more of a
that a
K1 guy.
I just made it up then. K1 crush.
It is. Look, that being said, obviously Aaron Goodson comes from great stock. He fought legendary Steve Moxon, which, I, to this day, have not seen anybody put Steve Moxon on the back foot like that and stop Steve Moxon the way that he did. And Aaron literally looked like, Steve just tried to get in close and move off and find a different angle. And it was like every fist, every hand just had homing detection. It just found in every shot, and the speed and accuracy and just leverage and use of range was just phenomenal. And Goodson, again, after the fight, I'd asked Aaron, you got any more of your shirts, and if I don't have any, So Aaron, next time I find you, mate, I definitely want one of those shirts. Super fan. So
Prince, did you see this one?
Oh, I made sure I saw this one.
Good. Give me your thoughts on Aaron Goodson's performance.
Oh, he's in a level of his own now.
He is, isn't
he walked through him, man. I mean, I like Steve Mox. I know him since back in the amateurs, back in 03, 04. He's been back as Marsh at Ultimate.
Yep, that's
right. We used to spar when we were like 18, 19.
Tough,
he wasn't Steve Moxon then. He was different Steve Moxon. Different person now. But, yeah, mate, I thought he'd lose, but I didn't think that bad. Like, he just got steamrolled.
Yeah, look, I'll probably get called out for this, but I reckon at the end, towards the end of the second round, Dave Ashmore had the towel in his hand. And again, if I'm wrong, I'll stand corrected, but I'm pretty sure they were looking to throw the towel in at the end of the second because he's tough, and I'm a massive Steve Moxon fan, and I mean, with the most respect in the world, but Aaron did put a bit of a
I think it's a massive surprise because Moxon's fought against some of the biggest names in Melbourne, in Australia, and whenever he comes to fight, he comes to the win. He's surprised so many people so many times where he comes out and just steamrolls his opponents. This is a fighter that I know that Steve would want to definitely get the big win against, and to see him get handled the way he did was quite a surprise from mine as well.
Vic Rujic, do you recall Steve Moxon's walkout song? Because we looked at each other and smiled. I've called, I reckon, 1,000 fights in my career so far. It was the best walkout song I've ever seen.
And me being a massive Eagles fan, a couple of weeks prior,
can you sing? Because I can't sing, but sing the just the first verse of it.
I'm not.
Come on,
will not do the Eagles any.
Talk the first verse.
What other words?
Somebody's going to hurt somebody before the night is through.
Yes, that's right. So Heartache Tonight. So
Steve Moxon, best walkout song I've ever had to sit at a fight and call. So congratulations to you on that one. And again, for stepping up into that fight against a guy who was bigger, longer, heavier. Full credit. You got steel nuts, Steve. So congratulations on a good performance. We're going to move on. Ultimate Promotions last Friday night. Joe Dimicoli, Johnny Skeeter, as always, put on a cracking show. The main event, John Dimicoli, Abbas and Albert for the IKBF Commonwealth title. Walk us through that cracker.
First of all, I just want to say that those shows at the Team Ultimate West End shows, they've been going on for a millennia.
So good.
And every time they have these shows at the West End, it is a packed house. They've got their core group of supporters. They get all the gyms in. Pretty much everyone's mates' gyms, they're always in there and they're always putting a cracking night of show. Albert Xavier, trainer of Laos Tui's gym, was up against Abbas and Marty, Golden Boy out of Westside MMA. Very slow starting Muay Thai fight. First couple of rounds, very quiet, very tight fight. The win went to Albert, got the Commonwealth title. Abbas wasn't happy with the result, but I think if he watches that fight again, he might have a different... I think it was a
fair outcome, to be honest.
I think he'd have a different look at it. I seen it. I thought, Albert's got this fight.
Yeah, did enough for me.
Did enough to get the title. Very technical Thai fight. Started off slow, worked into the fight, but I think Albie done more than enough to win the fight and came well off the gold around his waist.
I agree. Prince, John O'Armond is a good friend of ours, did a sensational job emceeing at Powerplay 40, so congratulations on your performance, Jono. Didn't go his way, obviously. Talk us through, obviously when we chatted earlier, we landed a head kick that was heard from 3 suburbs away. And then it just looked like he sort of rushed in and then got snapped. 100%. So your reflections on Jono's performance, and I guess where to hear from Jono, because it's a guy that really likes. So where does Jono go after that loss?
Well, he kind of just got caught. He rushed in and he did land first round, I reckon we got.
Huge.
Second round, when that kick, it was just slapped. The whole room just went, oh. And I've jumped and I'm like, oh, he's got him. He's rushed in and I've gone, his chin lifted.
Bang.
Good night, see you later. And before he hit the floor, I just jumped in the ring. I was like,
he was pretty
stiff,
in a panic. Wasn't he? He was stiff as he was falling.
I think Jono, when he does get KO'd, unfortunately, he does go stiff pretty quick. As you would... When you're fighting a guy like Johnny, who's 6'5",
6'5",
against someone like Minnie, who's shorter than I am, hence his name's Minnie Nashar. He only had one. He sort of had one.
That's his actual name, isn't it?
I'm not sure, but it sounds good. It's very apt for the guy. Roger Shadow, by the way, Minnie Nashar. But Jono walking into the fight knew he's got an overhand right, and when I suppose you're a taller opponent, and you know that one punch they can finish you off, and that you're trying to avoid.
It's never a pretty thing to see, to be honest. But
what did you think? What would you, like if you had a fighter? If you had like a fighter of Jono's size and you're fighting someone much shorter, you sort of got two things: leg kicks and you've got overhand right.
you know, it's just the way, you know, the cookie crumbles in this case, you know, and, yeah, as we all pretty much would agree here, you know, good mates with John O'Arman, so, you know, don't really like to see the guy to go out like that way, you know, but, you know, big guy, he fell hard, you know. So.
Yeah. I think because Mini's so short, and obviously they're heavy guys, it's a big weight division. The punch came from, realistically, Jono's waist. By the time I got up there, there's so much force. I mean, I sparred Jono for that fight, and I threw 4 million overhand rights at him. I didn't land one of them, which kind of makes me feel pretty bad. I go, Jono, he's the only punch you're going to get caught and get knocked out with. Don't get knocked out with this shot. And second round, boom, and I'm like...
It's a cruel sport.
It was. I saw Jono the next day. He was very sad.
I spoke to him today, actually. I said, Jono, how you feeling? Everything? He goes, hey, look, I'm going to have a bit of time off. I go, look, have some time off. We'll reevaluate later in the year. You know, see where you're at. I go, it is what it is. You're a heavyweight. You got caught. That's right. This stuff happens, you know. So don't let it, you know, kill you, and just we'll move on.
Congratulations, Mini, first of all, and shout out to Jono. We hope you're recovering well, mate, and see you back in some way, shape, or form in the future. Before we finish up on Ultimate, John Dimacoli, Nasser Kassab.
Yeah, Nasser
Kassab. Shining light in the sport at the moment.
Kid special.
Talk to me about this special young fighter.
Nasser Kassab, trained by Special K Nick Cara, an absolute champion of the late 90s, and moved to Thailand, came back to Australia, opened his gym, and Nasser Kassab comes out in his full karate gi. He's a karate gi with the wrong gi.
That's gold.
Well, they don't let us wear pants. I've done that once.
He walks out of it, but he gets changed out of it and fights with shorts. That's the difference.
Yeah, no, his shorts have a black belt on them.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay, but they're still shorts. It's minor details.
I actually got an email over that.
Minor details. But this kid, man, the scary thing is he's only young. I want to guess he's
I think
low
he's
19.
19, 20, something like that.
This kid, when he first started fighting, it was just his kicks, and he didn't have much. It's just these crazy kicks, and now he's getting it all together with Special K and Nick Cara in his corner. This kid's going to be a star in the K1 kickboxing. He's going to be unfreaking real.
Keep an eye out for that young man.
And hopefully Johnny and Joey can get him on many more Team Ultimate shows because this kid's a star.
Before we let you go, Prince, I want to talk about May the 4th and not Star Wars for all you Star Wars fans out there, not the G word.
That's how they remember it. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. Prince Promotions will debut in this fine combat sports state. Talk about Prince Promotions. What's going on with this promotion?
I'm actually fighting on that show.
You're fighting and promoting?
Yeah, well, I'm not the promoter. It's my wife's the promoter.
That's a big night.
Yeah, so she's handling everything. I'm just going to
rock up. Deal,
I'm just going to
all
rock up.
those things that Mark spoke about earlier.
Throw a couple spinning heel kicks and go home.
Well, we got
FaceTime bandana.
I've got to FaceTime some stuff. we got a big main event. We got my cousin Camille Bala. He's a boxer, so he's been around forever. He's got a big fight coming up on the show. I've got Aaron Goodson on the card as well.
Who's Aaron fighting?
We're still
fighting
there with that. Yeah, we're still
good luck
there.
to whoever fights.
Got a couple options, so yeah, good luck. If all goes well, I'll be on the card too. You know, so I'm only doing 20% of the work on the show. She's doing the rest. So I want to fight. You know, my name's on the ring.
You should probably give a shout out to your wife just quietly, given all that work.
Well done.
Just throwing that out.
Yeah,
there.
she actually said if you don't give me a shout out, she goes, don't come home.
Here's a chance down the barrel.
You're on the couch.
Don't come home, she told me.
You going to give her a shout out yet?
Got to do something now.
John lives near me, so I'll stay your joint.
Okay, fair enough. No stress.
But yeah, it's going to be a good card. I got a half boxing, half kickboxing, so 5 and 5.
Bit of hybrid.
I'm standing Grand Star Reception Altona.
Yep. Tickets? Any left?
Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, surprisingly, I've got a lot of people calling me up, which is good. You know, a lot of support, a lot of love. So.
Where do we get tickets?
Well, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on princepromotions.com.au.
Yep.
We're everywhere. So jump on Facebook, jump on princepromotion.com.
Nice.
Give us a call. Altona Kickboxing website. Whatever you need to do, just get there. It's going to be massive.
And I can't wait to see Camille Bella fight again.
We've got a mad MC. Oh, he's gonna.
Got a mad MC, please.
I'm trying to train with Camille, and I can't keep up with this guy, man. Yeah, I can't even come close.
That's an exciting fight.
I can't even, and I don't look like I train hard. I train hard, but this guy just makes me look bad. I want to retire after training with him.
You made mention of a cracking MC. Who's an MC in this one?
We've got a. Yeah, we got to.
John,
of course, Johnny's got the job. I've been with them for how long? We've known each other.
God,
12.
long time. Used
Been
to
in
own
this
a fish and
sport
chip
longer
shop in
than
my
anyone,
local
I
area a
think.
long time ago when I saw
Oh, I had a fish and chip shop once.
You did, yeah, I was there. That's why I arranged it the first time.
We just sat at the front. We didn't do anything.
Prince Promotions, May 4th. Check them out on socials. Tickets are running out really quickly, so get them as quickly as you can. Some cracking fights. The Prince himself will make an appearance if we can find an opponent. Aaron Goodson, so again, high-level class fighters on this card. So check social media, get tickets. Good luck with the fight. Good luck with the promotion. Thank you for joining us. You've been probably my favourite panel member so far. So good work for you on that one.
That's because you see my kick.
That's what I'm worried about. You can probably kick me from there.
I can.
Don't forget, TKO Fight Sport. I'll get for this quickly. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Download our, you've completely lost me here as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want to see Prince back on the panel in the future, give us a shout out because we'll happily bring him back. Just sitting right next to me.